Hello, my name is Ryan Sierra, and this is my voice 1 day on testosterone. Hello, my name is Ryan, and this is my voice 1 month and 12 days on testosterone. Hello, my name is Ryan, and this is my voice 2 months on testosterone. Hello, my name is Ryan, and this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. Hello, today is the 3 months on testosterone recap. Technically, 3 months on testosterone was like 2 days ago, but I'm just now getting around to filming the recap now. Unrelated to literally anything with this video, I just noted, I was about to start filming and I noted these were next to my energy drink, which made me realize. So yesterday, my boyfriend was going swimming and he didn't have a pair of sunglasses. So he asked if I had a pair of sunglasses. I was like, yeah, here you go. Here are my sunglasses. Do you notice anything wrong with these sunglasses? Cause it feels like something's missing. I look like a fucking pirate when I do that. I'll just continue the video like this actually. Yeah. Now let's get into the actual video. Sorry, I get into a lot of side tangents. But yay, 3 months on testosterone! So the last, update video I did like this was 1 month on testosterone. And at that point, I don't think I really noticed many changes. I think the main thing I noticed was I had a little bit hair on my lip. And there was a very slight voice change, not really at all. I should have rewatched that video and to remember what I thought at 1 month. But I think at 1 month, I wasn't really feeling or seeing many changes. And the changes I'm seeing now on 3 months are basically the same changes I was seeing then, but more. Even though I literally just said I was seeing no changes, I was seeing very, very, very slight changes. And the changes I'm seeing now are just those same things elevated. So number one being my voice dropping again. I hear a difference. My voice, it definitely, especially when I've been talking for a long time, which I don't know if you can tell from some of these videos I do, I love to talk. I'm a yapper. My friends will tell me to shut up sometimes. But when I talk for a prolonged period of time, I'm definitely pretty squeaky. I get a little squeaky and sound like fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. And my friends will also make fun of me for that when my voice cracks. I don't think I have any clips. Though I know my friends, I also laugh weird. My laugh is very different. Those are the voice changes, which is one of the things I'm most excited for. Hair. I have a little more facial hair than 1 month. Here's what it looks like at 1 month. Here's what it looks like at 3 months. Little bit different. Still nothing super noticeable, but when you get up close and personal, you can't even see it in this lighting, but there's some stuff right there. And there's the chin hair was not there at 1 month, but there is three, you can't see it on camera, there's 3 singular chin hairs. And then my leg hair is gotten thicker, which I didn't really, and a little bit of my happy trail has gotten thicker, which those two I didn't really notice at 1 month, especially my leg hair. I didn't notice thicker at all at 1 month, but now it's definitely thicker because also I never really had hair. Obviously I had a little bit of hair, but I didn't have noticeable leg hair on my thighs. But now I can see hair on my thighs. It's nothing crazy thick, but I can see it. And then my this area it has thicker hair. I'll insert clips because it's kind of hard to show you like this. The only other visual change acne. Before I get onto what I was just going to say, acne. I think I said it at 1 month. I was getting a little bit of worse acne. Definitely have worse acne. Look at this thing right here. That is honestly kind of partially my fault. I tried to pop it and then I made it worse and it's scabbing over now. But yeah, my acne is definitely worse. I think I said it in the 1 month video. My first time having puberty, I didn't really get bad acne like that. And any acne I got would be on my back. It's definitely worse than my first puberty. The shoulder acne. It's there. I'll insert some clips. If you don't want to see my backne, fast forward a bit. Shoulder backne, bad. Face acne, not as bad, but worse than it was. So that's definitely something I got some acne wash to try to help with that. I haven't been using it enough or consistently enough or long enough for really anything to change yet, for it to do anything yet, but my friend recommended it to me. So hopefully it does some stuff. And then the last like physical change I'm seeing, again, this one might just be me kind of gaslighting myself into thinking this and it's not actually happening. I feel like my chest is smaller. I don't know. I feel like it shrunk a little bit because that's the thing that I've heard other people say happens to them. Like, not a lot, obviously, but, and I haven't even really been working out. Point being, I think my chest might be a little smaller. At least definitely when I'm on my period, it's smaller because normally when I'm on my period, my chest will get a little fuller from being on my period. But the last time I was on my period, my boobs did not feel or look like they grew at all. So, and to segue into talking about my period as someone who is now 3 months on testosterone, my period has not gone away yet. Which actually, when I went to my 3-month checkup for the testosterone, my doctor was like, so are you still bleeding? Like, what's the deal with that? And I was like, no, I'm still bleeding. And she was a bit surprised, and she was like, is it just spotting, or like, how bad is it? And I was like, it's not, and it is not just spotting yet. It's still like a decent amount of blood, but my flow was already very, very heavy pre-starting testosterone. So it's definitely not as heavy. Like, I'd say it's like more a normal amount of blood for a period and not like the heavy flows I was having. That once I told my doctor that, she was like, okay, that makes more sense. So hopefully my next period, it will be a little less and a little less and a little less till it's gone. But yeah, the bleeding and the pain have both decreased, but it's just not completely gone yet because it was already very heavy and very painful. I can't wait. I mean, it just decreasing in pain and flow a little bit has already been so great, because if I don't take some sort of ibuprofen or some sort of medicine, I am quite literally, my period was very bad, and it was quite literally like I was immobilized. I could not do shit if I didn't have some sort of medicine in me. Okay, and I think like really the last thing I wanted to talk about, this, if you know me personally, I'm sorry. Okay? Yes, testosterone makes me hornier. My sex drive has increased a lot. I didn't want to just not put that in there because it is something that happens when you start testosterone a lot of the time. It happens to a lot of people who start testosterone. So yes, that did happen to me as well. Done talking about it because I know people who know me in real life watch my stuff sometimes. So I'm over. It's up. I think I might have mentioned this in my 1 month. Again, I probably should have went back to rewatch it, but I didn't. I'm definitely hungrier. I have become a bottomless pit for food. I love food. I'm spending too much money on food. I eat so much food. Not complaining though, because I mentioned it in another video. It kind of makes me gender euphoric when I'm a bottomless pit with food. It makes me feel more manly. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Which I know I'm not alone in this because I said this in another video and someone commented agreeing with me. Okay? I don't know what it is. It's just how it is. So yeah, that's most of the stuff. I guess mentally and like emotionally, I'm not feeling super different. I know a lot of times people who start taking testosterone get a lot angrier and, can have a lot more outbursts. I don't think I've really noticed that, but also maybe like a year or so ago, I was in a really bad place and I was so angry all the time and would take it out on other people. Like it was not fun to hang around me like a year ago. I was not in a good spot. So I feel like I got most of my anger out there. Like I'm still, angry at appropriate times, but I don't think it's increased any since starting testosterone because I think I got a lot of that out. I wouldn't say I'm any angrier than I was pre-testosterone. The only other thing I have to say, like mentally wise, is I feel more comfortable doing certain things that I didn't want to do pre-testosterone. I don't think I look very different, and I still think I kind of present like my face a little feminine, and people mistake that. So I'm not like fully comfortable yet. There's still a lot of dysphoria, but again, I've only been on testosterone for 3 months, so all of the changes have not taken their full effect yet. But I know now that I'm on testosterone that these changes are gonna happen soon, and I'll hopefully be passing all the time soon. So I've been feeling a lot more comfortable trying to get things that I wouldn't normally be doing pre-testosterone. And the main thing I am referring to is getting my septum pierced. Well, one, I have a big nose, but I didn't want to get a septum piercing because when I get a septum piercing, I want to stretch my septum. Because to me, that's more manly. I don't know, okay? And I also just don't like the look of the dainty, little tiny one. But I knew I would have to have the dainty one for a little bit before I got the bigger one to stretch it. But now that I'm on testosterone, I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm going to do it. Today is Friday. Next Friday, I'm getting my septum pierced. I think this video is going to be out before I get my septum pierced, so I can't show you a photo of it. I'm posting this before I'm going to be getting it. Gonna have to watch my next video to see the septum piercing. Gonna have to subscribe to find out. I'm sorry, that was bad. Sorry, the ending of this is all over the place. I had an energy drink and it makes me very productive, but it also makes me so talkative and all over the place. Alright, that's my 3-month on testosterone update. If you have any questions about anything I talked about or anything I didn't talk about regarding 3 months on testosterone, leave them in the comments. I'll probably answer. I pretty much answer any comments I get. But thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in another video. The next one of these should be 6 months on testosterone. So hopefully I'll see you there. Bye.